So this is my camp spot for the night. All right, now let me show you guys an epic camp spot that I was about to camp at, but I decided against it, and I'll tell you why in just a second here. So there is where I'm camped, right? The other camp spot is at the top of this little ridge here, nestled up in the canyon. So you have to drive up this first little hill climb over here, and then there's this off-cambered section. And then once you come up both of those, you're here nestled in this super epic little overlook here, or overhang I should say. And I was posted up right here, parked, thought I was gonna camp there for the night. Great fire ring right over here. So the reason that I didn't end up camping up here was just because it felt a little bit, claustrophobic isn't the right word, but to get up here, you know, it's pretty tight quarters, so you really have to wedge in, and you're parked with the nose facing forward. So if anything were to happen in the middle of the night and I had to leave in a hurry, I couldn't drive forward that way because that's just like rock piles and it's inaccessible. I mean, maybe if you have a super built up rig, you could possibly go down that, but I for sure couldn't. And then so to make an emergency exit, I would have to reverse back here and then, you know, drive down this ridge. And the idea of having to do that potentially in the middle of the night, as small as a percentage chance there was of something happening, I don't think I could have been comfortable camping up here. When I eventually ended up turning around and leaving, I literally had to make like a 5-point turn to get out of here. So I don't know, something about being potentially stuck there if something was going down made me decide to just move down here. For dinner tonight, I'm gonna be having something that might seem a little bit strange at first, but I assure you it's super, super tasty. So I'm gonna be making these steel cut oats, and with the steel cut oats, I'm gonna be sprucing it up with a little bit of this is ground chicken that's seasoned with bell peppers, onions, and Cajun spices. I cooked this all up the other night, so this is just kind of leftover that I'll be mixing into it. And then I'm also going to top it with some eggs and salt, pepper, and some avocado as well. If you've never cooked steel cut oats, they actually take a lot longer to cook than normal oatmeal. It takes like 20 to 30-ish minutes on simmer, give or take. So it's gonna be a little while. Got to do periodic scans of the area to make sure nothing runs up on us and nothing's watching us. So the oats are getting kind of close to being done, so I'm going to add a bit of salt, also a bit of pepper, and give that a stir. I'm also gonna add in my cooked meat just so it could start heating up as the oats finish off. Oh gosh. Bon appetit. So normally, as per my friend's recipe, I also put a drizzle of olive oil on top, but seeing as we're in freezing temperatures, olive oil would just freeze right up, so no olive oil, but that's okay. This looks delicious. Oh, so freaking good, guys. It's kind of why I gave a little bit of a tutorial for this recipe, just because it's so good. And I really encourage you guys to make it because it's cheap, it's healthy, and again, it's tasty. Tonight, I've got, I don't know if you could see that, but I've got a tangerine flavored LaCroix sparkling water. I'm actually partaking in dry January, so no beer for me this month. Let's get my desk set up, if you will. So I take my Yeti cooler and I push it as far forward as I can. And I take my power station here and I set that up right there. Fire extinguisher handy. Tuck that Starlink cord out of the way. I have my thermometer here. And yeah, there you go. There is how quick and easy it is to set up my mobile office. That was a great fire, but I've got some work to catch up on. What's the point? Oi, 5 degrees, eh? Freaking chill. Oh, 4. Just went down to 4. It's 4 degrees right now, Kaya. It's freaking cold. 4 degrees. What are we doing out here? Our savior. I know there's probably some folks out there wondering if I run the buddy heater overnight, and that is a hard no. I would not run the buddy heater overnight. It just seems totally sketchy to me to have a propane heater running right next to your bed in a small enclosed space while you're asleep, but that's just me. I just get as warm as I can in here before going to bed, and then I zip up the sleeping bag, bundle up. I wear my down jacket to bed, wear a beanie. And then I tuck Kaya away into her sleeping bag and hope that we don't freeze through the night. I have been also getting comments lately of people asking why I don't just get a diesel heater. And that's actually the plan. The plan is to get a diesel heater. It's a much more ideal heat source that I could actually run overnight. But for this trip, I didn't want to, when I was getting ready, I didn't want to have to order a new device and then install it and then potentially troubleshoot if things didn't go right. I just didn't want to have to do all that before the trip. I had the buddy heater I had it ready to go. I've used the buddy heater for years, so I decided that it would be good enough for this trip, and so far it has been. But it is a pretty big downside to not be able to run it overnight. But what can you do? You know, you work with what you got. It's getting toasty in here now. Whew. Got a little morning wood left over. So might as well have a morning fire. Kaya ate her food and then went back to bed. She's like, nope, too cold out here. You guys might have noticed by now, but I wear this sweater every single day. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Every day I wear this. And that's just because it's so comfortable, it's so warm, and it might just be my favorite sweater that I've ever owned. This is the half-zip fleece sweatshirt made by Flint and Tinder. I got it on huckberry.com. If you're interested, there will be a link down below. I'm not exaggerating at all when I say I freaking love this sweater. You guys see me wear it all the time. Good, how are you doing?
Good, how can I help you?
I'm looking to rent a sandboard for the day.
Okay, today?
Yeah. As you guys just saw, I'm gonna be trying out some sandboarding today, and I'm really excited. I've never sandboarded before, but apparently this region is pretty popular for sandboarding. We're headed to a state park right now, and there's sand dunes there, and that's where we're gonna be sandboarding. All right, this hill right here behind me, this looks like a pretty good spot for a warm-up if you ask me, so let's give it a shot. Oh my gosh, getting freaking sand everywhere. Literally already covered in sand. All right, I'm gonna do one more run on this hill, and then we're gonna continue on to see if we can find anything steeper and better. Let's see if we can't make it to some of those dunes off in the distance. I already have freaking sand everywhere in all my pockets, my shoes, inside my socks. This is fun though. Honestly, it's even a little more fun than I was anticipating. I thought like, yeah, it'll be cool. But I was giddy going down the hills. Even though it's so much shorter than snowboarding runs, it's fun. This is a workout too, trekking around through sand. This one looks huge from closer up. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. All right, let's get up there. You ready, Kaya? I guess we're both going. This looks way higher up than I was expecting. All right, let's go, Kaya. Ready? Woo! That's a dang workout running up that sandy dune. All right, hopefully this runs a little faster. Maybe we'll start higher up this time. Get more speed. I think it's kind of hard to start up here because it's so sloped. All right, here we go. Woo! Phew! Have some water. Good girl. That's a good girl. Probably need that after all that sand hill sprinting. Whew. Oh. These hill climbs get ya. Whew. All right. Last run here. Let's get it. This is the last run, Kaya. Enjoy it, all right? What do you say? Paw? All right. Oh, oh, ew. Oh, that's painfully slow. Painfully slow. They actually gave me wax to use at the rental shop, so I think what happened there is I ran out of wax, and so I just went down extremely slow. And unfortunately, like a total dummy, I somehow lost the wax they gave me. It was in my pocket 1 minute, and then when I got here, I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. I thought, you know, it'll be fine. But now it's starting to look like that might have bit me in the butt. Well, that was a total blast. I had such a good time, and it's a bummer that I forgot the wax, or I lost the wax, I should say, because I could have done at least 10 more runs before running out of gas running up and down that hill so many times. But either way, it was tons of fun, and I'm glad I did it. I would definitely do sandboarding again in the future. Oh my gosh. I guess the air pressure really built up and this thing just shot out everywhere. Now that looks like a dang good lunch to me. Kind of a late lunch. It's already like past 3 p.m., but a delicious lunch regardless. It's just some of that Cajun seasoned chicken with eggs. I don't really have much vegetables, so I just went with like the breakfast style tacos. It kind of smelled like chorizo, so it's almost like chorizo and egg tacos. Anyways, bon appetit. The terrible news is that I barely got any of my LaCroix before the rest turned into just ice. It's like half the can. Life out here in the freezing desert, it's rough. There is just sand and dust and dirt and dog hair everywhere. That's good enough for me. Get back in there. It's already quite chilly out. Go ahead. Good girl. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you, like always, for watching. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon in the next one. Peace.